All right, I'm now joined with two key contributors on the Humber Hawks men's basketball team, the big man in the middle, Chad Bewley, and the point guard in the back, Gibson Eduful. So before we get into some intriguing storylines that the season had to offer, I want to take us back to before the regular season. So leading into the regular season, preseason, off-season, you guys had 5 new players on this team, 5 new first-year players. Kind of give me the expectation your team had going into the season and how difficult it was to establish early good team chemistry with the new guys in the mix, with some of the newer faces who came, or the older faces who came back.
A lot of the guys that came in the summer were there from earlier. So I met Kenny midway through the summer. I played with Braden all summer long. I knew him from last year. So a lot of it was pretty easy integrating. It was more so for the new guys getting to know each other because we already had a good core. We already had good chemistry with each other, right? So bringing them in, they have to get used to each other a lot of the time. It's kind of funny because talking with our coach, he kept on telling us about Bewley coming in. We have the 6'10" guy coming. 6'10" is very rare to find, and we never saw him all summer. He's from Ottawa. He's not really around. And so I kept on telling Coach he was lying. He's an imaginary guy. He's not coming. So the first day he came was kind of a shock to all of us. And then playing with him and getting used to him and that kind of stuff, that was probably the biggest adjustment, having a huge guy like that. So,
for me, it was just more, as a point guard, it's getting to know like personalities. So just trying to make sure that some people react better to being yelled at, some people react better to talking one-on-one. So that's why me and Chad would like talk about it, which players we talk to a certain way and which players we wouldn't talk to a certain way, just so that the core of the group stays on the same focus and same page.
Well, clearly different lineups did work because you guys dominated the season. 9-0 at home, 8-1 on the road, a total of 17-1, almost got the perfect season, and you ended the regular season on a 9-game winning streak. So I'm going to just take you through some total team numbers that kind of stood out to me for being the most impressive. And we'll start here at the top. You were first in rebound margin per game with 17.4, first in blocks per game with 5.8 per game, first in points per game allowed at 68.1, first in opponent's field goal percentage at 34.6 per game, and not to mention you guys also held your own on the offensive end. You were 4th in overall offense with 85.6 points per contest. So with that being said, how were you guys able to kind of get everybody on the same page, and how was everybody able to click on both ends of the court?
Defensively, basketball, transition baskets, wide open, 1-on-0s, 2-on-1s, the easiest way to score. Half court, 5-on-5, grind it out. We were good at that, which is why we were able to win in the end, but transition's where you make up most of the difference. And with a guy like Ty, rebounds, blocks, defensive help, allows everyone to play better defense because you know he's there, he's got your back. Also for our team, surprisingly, Gibby, ball pressure, stuff like that, it's massive. They can't get into the offense, they can't get the guy the right ball, they get panicked, they throw the ball away, we get a fast break layup. Those little things, they don't really result in steals, they don't result in stats, they result in other teams' turnovers. Those are the type of things that get undervalued by some of our players. Braden, great defensively all year for us, always running the best player on the other team. He's amazing in nationals, no stats defensively. He hammered these guys, he made them work, he tired them out, made them take bad shots. All those little things that helped us get our rebounding numbers, helped us get our transition numbers. Those are little things that got overlooked a lot, and those 3 guys I thought did it for us all year. They're amazing at it, so that's what we stood out.
Anything you want to add on that?
Not really. He just took everything out of my mouth, but it's just, yeah, basically with Ty being in the middle, it just helps a lot. Everyone can just focus on what they have to do. Coach gives us a game plan, and we're supposed to guard a specific player. We can focus a lot more on that player because we know that if by chance we do get beat, Ty's going to block it.
All right, well, I want to stay on you just for a split second because you did have a great season this past season. You were all over the court, 8 points per game, 4 assists per game, 4 rebounds per game, and you were a nuisance for defenses as you averaged 2.3 steals per game. Was this your best season as a Humber Hawks guard?
Yeah, it definitely was my best season. I don't know, I just think that Coach gave me a lot more trust. In my first year, I didn't play half the season. Second year, I think I played a way better season. And third year, Coach just gave me the trust and freedom to run the team, and the players too, like the main guys like me, Chad, Ty. Bewley, Kerwin. We all kind of talked amongst each other and said, you know, like, if we're going to win, we are the guys that have to go. Braden and Ansel as well. Like, we have to go. And me being the point guard, I have to lead by attack. So I just tried my best to do that, and I really think I did have a good season this year.
Chad, now moving on to you. I got the opportunity to cover your last ever varsity home game in front of the Humber Hawks faithful. Special moment, you got a standing ovation from your teammates, the crowd, you had a big performance as usual. Your team got the W. Kind of take us back to that day. How special of a moment was that for you, and why?
I played a lot of different places. I mean, most people know I played at York for a little while as well. But coming to Humber, at first I was a little bit hesitant, but after being here, it's become home. The people here, their family, I love every single one of my teammates and support system I've talked about before. It's great. So having that kind of level of love shown back towards me was really, really special to me.
And Gibson, obviously you're a good teammate of Chad's. What's the one biggest thing yourself and your teammates are going to miss without having Chad in and around the locker room?
We've already talked about it kind of a little bit with our coaches and players. Like, the first thing we said when we won our national championship is we need another Chad. Like, that's the first thing we said. Like, Chad is a guy that does stuff that a lot of people don't do. Like, he's a big man that can play point guard on any other team. So stuff like that. He's vocal leader. He just makes sure whenever we're down, Chad will be the first one to get us in the huddle and be like, this is what we need to do to get back up. If you guys want to do this, then you're going to do it. If not, then we're going to lose. And more times than not, we usually come out with a W. So we're going to miss Chad a lot.
I hope he's buying you dinner after. Are you buying him dinner after?
We beat Fanshawe, it's like, we're going to nationals. Our goal is to get to nationals. We're going to nationals. And so we were almost in a kind of a lull when we played Mohawk. We beat them twice. We do it again. We're going to nationals. Great. And at the end of the game, it really shocked us. And I don't think we win nationals if we beat Mohawk in the season. Losing to them woke us all up. And when we got to nationals, we can't take anything for granted. We almost lost to Lambton, who we beat twice. We almost lost to Mohawk, who we lost to Mohawk, who we beat twice. Like, this is the time we really need to focus. Going into those 2 weeks of practice, Gibson came to me and was like, hey, we have 3 games. That's it. All the fighting, all the complaining, all the pointing fingers over Mohawk, all the little things that teams go through, the losses, stuff like that, none of that matters. We have 3 games. Let's get to it. And that loss really woke us up and really was the reason why we ended up winning.
Anything you want to add on that?
No, I just wanted to say, like, it did wake us up because that loss really hurt. Like, we all thought, we were talking like, oh yeah, we got the goal blocked and we already beat them. And they, like, credit to them and their coaching staff, they did make some good adjustments that we never seen throughout the year. And they got the dub, so it's okay though.
That leads me to my next one. Fortunately, you guys were able to bring home another national title, your 6th, a record 6th national title for the Humber Hawks. So how satisfying was that, knowing that despite what happened in the OCAA final, that you ended kind of your basketball season on an ultimate high?
Again, like, if you talk to any of us, we all say it's really hard to sink in because we've gone through so many ups and downs this year. To finally get our goal, to finally achieve it, it hasn't hit us yet. When we won, I was almost more relieved than I was happy because it was like, holy, stress God, we actually did this. Like, we've been saying we're going to do this, but we actually did it. Like, the relief that we felt is really what we're getting over. And now we're starting to get into excitement. We're starting to, everyone's coming up to us saying congrats, and it's kind of really starting to sink in a little bit more now. It's just a really great feeling.
I think it's a great feeling, like, especially for us. I don't think anybody on our team has ever been there before. And for us to go there for our first time and really play as a team and really play together, it's just a great feeling. And yeah, it's just amazing.
Great way to end the season, I would assume. I was talking to you earlier. You said you both are got an All-Star game this upcoming week. I want you to tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Honestly, this is more fun now, right? We accomplished our goal. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, everyone wants to say the right things and be nice. It's going to be so much fun to gloat. Going around a whole bunch of All-Stars and be like, okay, yeah, but, you know, we won national. Like, that's going to be a whole lot of fun, especially because it's like the OC All-Star game, right? So all the teams that we played with all year kind of look up to us and they're like, hey, you guys actually did it. Not many people even get to go, and you guys won, right? So that's going to be a lot of fun for us.
I think it's going to be good great for us. Chad's going to play in the game and the 3-point competition. I'm going to do the skills. So hopefully we get 3 wins out of that. And honestly, just going back to like the national, we wrote on the board in our change room, 2015 national championship, and we actually like accomplished our goal. Like no one thought we would be able to do it, especially after losing the Mohawk. They thought we were down, but we just stuck together as a group. And now we're so much more closer. Like even in our group chats, we have little group chats on iPhone, and we're just everyone's just happy and glad that we were able to accomplish our goal.
If that's not a feel-good story, I don't know what is. That's awesome. So I want to conclude with kind of asking you guys, it's been a long, vigorous season. What's next for both of you young men in the foreseeable future? Chad, I'll start with you on that one.
Anything. Honestly, I like to try and keep my options open. I really want to try and play pro basketball, so I'm going to spend the summer training and really try to get in shape. There's a bunch of big tournaments that are coming up and different things like that I'm going to be trying to get into. So hopefully that works out. I can get some wins, maybe get a contract at the end of the year, see how that goes.
For me, I plan on getting stronger. Playing at nationals, I played a little bit of bigger guards, which I wasn't really used to. So my plan this summer is to get stronger, get quicker, be able to shoot better, and also next year come back, try and lead the team to another national championship. And yeah, I'm going to be graduating next year too. So, and Chad is going to put me in a couple tournaments in the summer too. So we'll see what happens. It'll be good.
Well, it's been a pleasure covering both of you throughout my time here at Humber. Thank you so much for doing this interview, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Appreciate it.